Shoot, man, I can't wait to get married in 2020. You know, there's no risk involved. I don't have to give half my money. It's not like I'm gonna ever risk losing everything I worked hard for in life. Said no smart man ever. Guys, you have to wake up to the fact that, listen, when it comes to divorce, that's just gonna happen. That's a part of our generation. Now, me personally, I'm Gen Z, and I know quite a few of my viewers are Gen Z based on the audience watching. But you have to understand, guys, the 10 wealthiest, richest women, whatever you want to call it, in the entire world are ex-wives of multi-billionaires, all right? So what does this mean exactly? What does this mean? This means that just because you have money, power, or fame, it doesn't matter with these women. Female nature is universal. Female nature will always play its course when it comes to women in 2020. And we're going to see more and more divorce happen just like this situation we're about to talk about. Well, let's dive into the details over why Dr. Dre's wife needs $2 million a freaking month for expenses, all right? Let's just look at her expenses because honestly, guys, living the minimalist lifestyle, which is what I do, which is what a lot of you guys do, you should not be spending that much money per month, especially on frivolous, irrelevant things that you don't really necessarily need that can be purchased for much cheaper. So let's check out what her list of requirements is and let's see if this adds up. But I want you guys to think about it, man. The 10 wealthiest women in the world all became the wealthiest women because they dated ex-multi-billionaires. Think about that really quick. Just let that sink in. All right, so Dr. Dre's wife, Nicole Young, according to her, she wants $2 million a month for whatever reason she wanted to justify in this article. $2 million a month is absolutely insane, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous that she's charging $2 million a month. And when I read you guys this list of her requirements or why she's basically saying that somehow in her past there were domestic issues, let's just say, so I can be monetized with Dr. Dre, and this justifies her basically wiping him clean of a lot of his money. Let's just look at the list of her requirements and see if it adds up, because in my opinion, none of this really adds up and makes sense in my opinion. No woman should be spending $2 million a month on all these frivolous things. So let's check it out. Laundry and cleaning, $10,000 a month, guys. And I understand they have like maids in the house. They have people that wash their clothes, dry their clothes, all these things, take care of everything in the house. So they don't have to take care of anything. But come on, like that's just like $10,000 seems like so much to pay for a month of just cleaning. I mean, if it's just you living in that house, I mean, your kids are grown. What are you paying $10,000 a month for cleaning? Are you hosting a party every single night in your house? Or your ex-husband's house, should I say? Because what have you done? What have you done to deserve that kind of money to clean your house for that much? Clothes, $135,000 a month, guys. But if she's spending $135,000 a month on just clothes alone, then why does she even need her laundry done? Those are most likely new clothes, new bags, new purses, new designer stuff. She doesn't really need new things. She just is addicted to spending his money like a lot of these women are. Next up on the list, she wants $60,000 for her education. Like she's still in school, she still has something to learn. I'm not sure why she would be going to school. I mean, you know, you're pretty much set for life if you just leech off your husband's hard work and all of the things that he's laid the foundation for. If you continue to just ask for money and claim all these different abuse situations, you can pretty much milk out a lot of money from him. You know what I'm saying? So for you to go back to school, you don't really need an education. You know, he's already basically your education. He's provided for you for 25 years. For you to milk out $60K a month just on an education, I'm not buying it. Guys, this one's crazy. She wants $900,000 for entertainment alone. So half of the money that she's requiring from Dr. Dre is just for entertainment. Not even specifics about what the entertainment is, guys. Yo, this is... If this doesn't like not get you like... If you don't... You should not want to marry in 2020. Straight up. Like if a woman like this can just pull out that entertainment card and be like, listen, I need $900,000. Let's just say $1 million. I want $1 million a month for entertainment purposes alone without specifications. There's a lot of cheap services out there. So for her to say, I want almost $1 million for entertainment, what kind of entertainment is that? Is that legal entertainment or is that some illegal entertainment? That's what I want to ask. And then we have one of the craziest things on the list, man, because it's charitable contributions, whatever that means. That's a tax write-off, basically. And it's $125,000 a month, guys, that he's paying to spend on a charity of her choice. He has no say in the charity. He simply writes the check for $125,000. It's out of his pocket, out of his mind, and she gets to choose the charity it goes to, and she gets a tax write-off. Unbelievable, guys. If you have not woken up to how unjust this system is, this should wake you up. Next up on the list, we have the mortgage, which is $100K a month, guys. She wants $100K a month just on the mortgage, which estimates to be about a $20 million home or in that range or so, which is absolutely mind-boggling that she would ask for that. Like, honestly, you're just living in a house by yourself. Pretty sure your kids are grown, and honestly, they got their own little setup, man. They're born in Hollywood. They're gonna have some type of job, some type of career, just for being associated with you. So for you to ask for $100,000 a month, for you to live in a $20 million house by yourself, what do you really need that for? You know what I'm saying? That's more of like a flex, to flex on the neighbors. That's like Keeping Up with the Joneses. That's what they do in Hollywood, though. That's a lot of money for him to be spending for her to live in his home. Telephone, cell phone, email, $20,000 a month. There's no way that, there is absolutely no way she should be spending $20,000 a month on her cell phone or email. Email's free, all right? Email's absolutely free. I mean, come on. Even if her kids were living with her, for 5 lines at Cricket Wireless, it's $160 a month. That's a steal, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not a lot of people have Cricket. I mean, shout out to you if you do have Cricket, but for 5 lines for $160 a month? Come on. $20,000 a month just on telephone, cell phone, email, man, it's not adding up at all. For those of you wondering if he had a prenup, if he had her sign anything before they got married, yes, he did. According to her, it was a gun to the head metaphor, as she said here. And then she goes on to say she became alarmed when she had his brother-in-law go on to pick up his Glock from the Malibu home. She felt concerned for her safety because of his passive threats of violence or whatever she was claiming. Not sure if that's true. None of it's really documented, unfortunately. I really hope that the courts and the justice system does do him justice, because there is no real evidence of this besides just word of mouth and what she's saying, okay? And a lot of times we see in these situations is the court system, the justice system, they always believe women in these situations. And I have a feeling, man, she's going to be granted that $2 million a month, even though her list of requirements is absolutely insane and she doesn't need that money in the first place. And her last real evidential claim comes from a text message in which he texted her, "Why are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me? Should I come see you?" She says this text was frightening and instilled fear in her, okay? So I guess she was afraid to get beat by Dre. Anyways, guys, it's examples like this with Dr. Dre where I tell you guys, don't get married, man. It's not worth it in 2020, especially if you're working towards something in your career, you're building up something right now. Why risk it? Why risk having some crazy nutcase woman just leave you, especially after 25 years? You would think you're secure. You'd be like, oh, we're together 25 years. We made it past the 10-year mark, the 6-year mark, wherever it starts to get rocky. You know, there's statistics on like a relationship starts to get rocky after like 6 to 8 years. You would think like, whoa, we're kind of safe. We're kind of safe. 25 years, man, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not safe. You think you're higher than the rest of men because you're Dr. Dre, because you're a celebrity, because you built something up. It doesn't matter. Hypergamy is universal, and it will get your ass regardless. Have a good one, guys. Drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, share the content so more guys can wake up and take the red pill. See you guys next time. Have a good one.